When I first raised the topic of banned books with my advisory, several of them said they had never read a banned book. Unbeknownst to them at the time, Derryfield often assigns students to read books that are challenged or banned in other places. Many of the books in our library have been challenged or banned in other places. Why would this be? It's astonishing to discover how much some people think they know best what should or should not be available to you. You may have heard that Harry Potter books have been questioned as promoting witchcraft. While I might disagree with that premise, my larger quarrel is with the basic concept of censorship. For example, I myself am actually way too scared to read Stephen King's horror novels. Nevertheless, I know that lots of you love to be scared, and so our library has shelves and shelves of books by Stephen King, literally. Remember the book Goodnight Moon? Many of you could probably still say it with me. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. When that book was published in 1947, the New York Public Library banned it. What? What? Why? Why would that be? They judged it to be, and I quote, unbearably sentimental. Really? Now, we could argue about whether or not Goodnight Moon is sentimental, but the point is that lots of us have known that we are loved because someone snuggled with us and read us that book. What a crime it would be to not have access to it. Luckily, this story, like many others, has a somewhat happy ending. 26 years after it was published, the library reversed itself and made Goodnight Moon available. Some other books have been challenged or banned because they include swear words, or because they present ideas the challengers simply do not agree with. In fact, some present a view of the world that will make you stop and think for yourselves. This is why Derryfield assigns thought-provoking books like Catcher in the Rye, To Kill a Mockingbird, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. There are probably not any books about which we would all agree. Some explain communism, some explain capitalism, some explain feminism, some explain anti-feminism. If you think about it, that is the beauty of our Constitution and the vision of the Founding Fathers for freedom of speech. One of my favorite quotes is from William O. Douglas, Supreme Court Justice. Restriction of free speech and free thought is the most dangerous of all subversions. It is the one un-American act that could most easily defeat us. In America, we need to trust that freedom of speech will allow us to exchange ideas and come to reasonable conclusions based on credible facts, not just our own opinions or preconceived views. We look to the free press, the media, to help us become informed. Having read and thought and debated and read and thought some more, we can and should become involved, each in our own way. We need access to controversial ideas to help us think through our own positions and viewpoints. Would-be censors have tried to block these particularly notable expressions of ideas. I hope that you will agree with me that we would all like intellectual freedom to read.